Hello, I'm Sean Quinn and it's 2021. And if you don't know, I do cosplay. I do cosplay over on my Instagram, which is Q Face Paint, and I asked my people over there if they would watch my YouTube videos based around my cosplay content, and they said yes. So here we are, making a cosplay video. Pretty good. So what I thought we would do today is talk about my Cosplans for the year. I haven't ever really done this. I've mostly just wrote an ongoing list of things I would be interested in making costumes for, and then a lot of the times books or movies will come out and I'll feel really inspired to make costumes from that, and that's how I usually go about it. Since last year was such a crazy mess and this year is also kind of a crazy mess, I thought what we need right now is some structure. A little bit of background. I've been making cosplays since I was in college. I had been making costumes before that and studying costume design in college, but my first cosplay was in college, and ever since then I've been doing it a little bit here and there until last year when the pandemic hit and I had a lot more time on my hands. Since then I have been really focusing on making my content better. I do Disney bounds, makeup looks, cosplay, I have a TikTok, and then in November, all of that went away because my Instagram disappeared. I didn't delete it. I don't know what happened. I tried to get it back through the help desk, but the help desk is not very helpful. So anyway, I have really tried to focus my goals this year on getting back to where I was, because I was building a community of some really awesome people. I had made some really cool contacts and I was making stuff I was really interested in. So the way I've been structuring my goals for my cosplay this year has been to maybe make 10 things. I have a list. So let me show you how I organize all of this. Okay, so the way I've been organizing my list is through a Google Sheets document. The first thing is just like a list, just like a straight up list with no bounds. What do I want to make this year? I have a high interest category, a medium interest, a low interest. I also have a redux category, which is cosplays I have in my collection that I just want to make new photos of, more content of, because they are ones that I like. And then I also have ones that are just for either YouTube videos, TikToks, cos tests that aren't like full cosplays. They're more closer to the things I do, where it's like a waist up kind of look, similar to the Mary Poppins one that I just did, and you know, like the ones that I do for Halloween, where it's kind of I only have to worry about this. And so as we go down this list, I did little stars next to the ones that I thought were going to be done this year. These are the ones I want to focus on this year, even if they're not high interest. And I also have highlighted the ones that I've already done. So already this year, I've done Margaret McPoyle Milk Bath, which I don't even know what to say about that one. But I've also done Mary Poppins as well. Okay, so number 1, Barbie and Friends. So it's a little bit of a backstory. I collect Barbies, like vintage Barbies. I have a few videos on this YouTube if you want to check them out. And this set was a gift for my birthday last year, and it's so crazy. It's all my favorite things I loved as Barbie when I was a kid. It came out the year before I was born. It's really simple, but I've gotten my best friend and my boyfriend on board, and they want to do this with me, and I think this would just be such a fun thing. I'm looking at it as like a summer project because there's some shorts and things, and I think that would be really cute, especially if we can get it at Disneyland, if Disneyland will ever open. So maybe like a fall project. I don't know, it's California, so it's not like it'll be cold in the fall. But so it looks like I'm going to be making these streetwear items. These really 80s. I'm going to work on some big hair. It's going to be a lot of fun, and that's on my list for this year. Okay, number 2 is Marge Simpson. Now, this one I have had saved since last year, and I'm very determined to do it. Marge Simpson, well, last year in March is the Disney Bound Challenge, and I have participated in that challenge last year. I'm going to participate this year as well. And somebody was participating, but what they were doing is they were drawing Disney Bounds. And I saw this one of Marge Simpson, and I just lost my mind. It's so cute, and it's fun because The Simpsons was just acquired by Disney, so they're just part of this Disney Bound family now. And I saw this, and I was just determined. And so for this, let me just show you how I sort of break down my cosplays. And I'm going to do a progress video on Marge, so you'll see a lot more in that. But for now, we're looking at Marge. Should we go down here to Marge? So I do it by pieces. We're looking at all the pieces, if I have to make them, buy them, or if I already own those pieces. And then notes from it. So this green dress that I purchased on Etsy needs to get hemmed, and I want to use the extra fabric on the hem to let out the side a little bit at my hip. And I also want to use the extra fabric to cover a belt, because it didn't come with a belt, but it should have a belt that's very 60s. I come up with ideas for photo shoots for it. We're gonna go to Griffith Park and take pictures at the merry-go-round, or if Disneyland's open, we could do it for Dapper Day, that kind of thing. Any TikToks that I have, and the sound for the TikTok, I find it's really hard to organize my TikToks if I don't write down what the sound is called, because then I totally lose it. And then if any YouTube videos come up. Next up, I have any props or sets that I need to do. So I want to make a vintage Disneyland map, like a paper prop for her to hold because of the picture. And then I have reference images here. So I did a little bit of a rendering, like just kind of threw it together with some inspo photos with what I want it to look like, and also what I want the wig to look like. And then I have reference photos here. Here's the original image, so you can see that I've changed things a little bit. And again, I'll go farther into that in the video for the actual cosplay, so I'm not going to go too far in depth. But this is the dress that I purchased. There's some hair inspo. Here's the original one, and that's how I sort of set up my cosplays before I even get into it. So, and just so you know that I'm really serious, I was working on the wig this weekend, so here she is. She's still drying, so I cut some bangs in it. I really hope it works out because I think it's gonna be really cute, and I love this color. This color hair is so pretty, and that's like a crappy $20 wig, so I've got big plans for that $20 wig. Don't we all? Don't we always? That's Marge. I think it's fun. I really hope I can do it. I'm gonna make a purse. I think it's a cute dress. I'm excited to wear that dress. I bought it last year. Okay, next. Lunette from the Big Comfy Couch. Lunette is a clown from this children's TV show that I watched as a kid. And I was obsessed with the show. I had the doll. I loved that show. And it was such a fun show and such a fond memory. I had like some of the songs memorized, and I think I kind of look like the actress a little bit. So I'm gonna go all in. I recently saw a Defunctland video about the show, and I just thought like, oh, other people know about this show. Yes, I have to do it. So I'm planning to do that. I also have some pretty big plans. I want to make the Molly doll, which I have listed here in my props and set, the big clock set at least. And I think I would also like to make like a big comfy couch facade, like a fake big comfy couch for me to sit on so that I can get some really cool shots, not just superimpose myself on it. But that's like a really big project that I would love to do because it's so fun and I'm like obsessed with it. But it's one of those things where, you know, how am I gonna get all this done? Okay, next on my list is the Marvelous Miss Maisel / Harley Quinn dress. So it's behind me, and it has been sitting behind me since last March. It's one of the first things I made, and as soon as I saw the Marvelous Miss Maisel, I was obsessed with this dress. I thought it was so cute, and I knew that if I made it in black and red, it would be really cute, like Harley mashup thing. I planned it. I have all the materials for it. I actually made the wig for it, and I just never finished it because after cutting it out and sewing it, the pattern is not as good as I wanted it to be. Either I can recut the top of this, or I have to do major alterations, and that just like really kills a project for me, something that I've already done, having to redo it kind of thing. So for this Harley, I think I'm just gonna redo the top, but it took me a long time to just like get over the hump and be like, okay, I'm gonna redo the top, I'm gonna put the work in. And yeah, I think it looks really good on me. It should be done relatively soon. So that's a good one to put on my list for sure. Okay, next is Jester. I've wanted to do Jester ever since I've seen Ginny D's Jester. I watched a little bit of Critical Role. I'm very behind and I'll watch it here and there. But I still don't think that means that I can't enjoy this character, because I absolutely do. I feel very akin to this character with the donuts and the obsessions and the giant lollipop thing. You know, that speaks to me on a level, and I think it would be fun. I have a lot of pieces that will go with it. I love being blue. I think I look great in blue, so interested in that, and it'll be my first tail. I'll make a tail for this, so I'm excited. She's really popular in the D&D sphere, which is a genre that I want to get into because I also love D&D. Okay, I'm gonna jump over to these ones in the like mid-interest category. First one is Mrs. Pac-Man. So the reason I have this on mid-interest is because it's not my idea, it's Max's idea, and he really wants it, and I think it's a very cute idea. I just haven't designed the costume yet, so I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with it. I do love the idea, and I do look great in yellow, let's be real. Some yellow hair on me would be super fun, like a big bow. I just need to put the work in and actually design it, but I think that would be a really fun thing to do, especially if some arcades open up at the end of the year, and if we can get like some cool shots with some old school games. That would be awesome. I would love to do that. Next up is a couples cosplay. So this is in the mid-interest because, like I said before, my Instagram no longer has a following like it used to have, which is so frustrating and heartbreaking, but I'm just trying to push through it. And what I have set myself is, if I can get back to where I was, so about 1,100 followers, 1,000 to 1,100 followers, by September, I would really like to do a calendar. Now this will be a short, like a small calendar, maybe run for like $15 to $20, and I probably will only make like 30 of them based on like how many people are interested. But I want to do that by September so I could do pre-orders in October. If I'm able to do that, I would really love for Valentine's Day to do this cute like Jessica Rabbit and Roger Rabbit look with my boyfriend Max. It's just one of those things where it's like, I have an idea for it. I really want to do it. I'm excited about it, but I want to wait so that I can do it for the project that I'm not sure I'm going to be able to do this year. I'm hoping, if you want to help me reach my goal, please go follow me on my Instagram and send your friends. If I can get there, I do want to make it happen. If I can't get there, we'll push it off for next year and we'll see where we are. And then if you saw my Mary Poppins video, I really had fun doing that and like doing a small makeup look with the makeup that's based around Mary Poppins. That was really fun for me, and I have more of those Besame sets. So I've got I Love Lucy, I've got Snow White and Aurora. I would really love to do that. Like, I have an Aurora costume and I want to shoot her again this year. So, doing another video in that way would be super fun for me. And if you guys like that, it would be super fun for you. So on that list, I also have I Love Lucy. I've starred her because I bought a shirt, because I don't have any like I Love Lucy like 50s sort of dresses. So what I did was I had a skirt that's blue and white polka dot, and I bought a shirt that's blue and white polka dot, so I could put those together and belt it. I also have a couple of wigs that could work, but I have one coming in the mail that is perfect, so hopefully that comes soon. I would love to do a full I Love Lucy look with that, because it's not only is it makeup that's like for I Love Lucy, like the packaging, but it's also based on Lucille Ball's makeup routine. So it's like screen accurate makeup for this cosplay that I want to do, which is such a great idea. and super fun. So I am excited about that, and I don't know if I'll be able to do like a full photo shoot with that, but I would love to because she's so cute and I love the polka dots. Okay, and now we're coming to our last ones that I want to like slate for this year specifically. So after doing Aurora last year, and that like kind of blew up on my other Instagram, which was great, I thought it would be interesting to do a princess peasant like series. For the princess peasant series, I also want to do a Cinderella look and a Snow White look. We are going to Solvang for Valentine's Day. We're doing a staycation where we just like hunker down and eat a lot of food, which is going to be so fun. Also has such a beautiful windmill in this like little Dutch town that I'm really excited to get to take a photo out in front of. So we have a whole plan that we're going to get up at the crack of dawn, and we're going to take a few pictures before anyone gets out on the street. There probably will be dogs there. There's always dogs there. And then there's a beautiful park I want to take some pictures at as well. So in between eating Abelskivers and Dutch pancakes and meringues and, oh my god, so many baked goods. Chocolate. We'll be taking pictures for that. So that's actually the next cosplay that I have on my roster. So even though I am working on the Marge wig, I'm going to be making the Snow White stuff. And yeah, so I want to also do Cinderella in that. I have a couple more listed here, like Ariel in her town outfit. I have Belle in her town outfit. I have Anastasia because now she's a Disney princess. So those are on my list. I would really love to do them because they're super cute, and I feel like they're interchangeable pieces that I can use for like Ren fairs or like other fantasy characters. So I think they're like good for my cosplay wardrobe anyway. And I've always wanted to do like a rags Snow White. Like there's a couple of rags Snow Whites I saw from last year, and oh my god, they're amazing. And I'm super jealous and I want to do it. So she's on my list. Okay, and now we're going to do some honorable mentions because they're on my list, but they're just not part of my immediate goal set, and I think that some of them could pop up in the Halloween challenge that I do every year. Every year I do a look for Halloween every day. I'm not exactly sure what I want to do this year. I was looking into a couple options, like maybe doing little shorts, videos, like makeup stuff, and you know, not what I did last year, but we'll see. I don't know what that's going to look like. I have time. I got time. But I do have a couple of other things on here that I did want to mention that I think would be fun to put together and totally doable. So number one is this original character, Pat Walker. I've been playing Kids on Bikes with a group of friends on Zoom since last year, and my OC is someone that I love. I think she's super annoying and I love her. And she's got a couple different looks because at first she's in the 80s. She's got like an 80s kid look. And then she also went to a school dance. So she's got like a ducky, pretty in pink vibe. And then now they're in the 50s. Like they jump forward to the 50s. So now she's got this like fake 50s kid look that she's dealing with. That I just love. I think that's so cool. And I think any of those would work, and I really love the character videos that people are doing on YouTube right now, and I think my OC would be super fun to answer some of those roleplay questions with, because I only get to play, you know, a session here and there with my friends, but I could keep her alive in video form for YouTube. So, and then you get to be introduced to her. Number two is there's this beautiful Taurus fan art that somebody made. I say somebody because for some reason I didn't get the username of the person, so I have to look it up. But somebody sent it to me and said like, is this you? And I said, yes, because I'm a Taurus, and I just love the vibes. I think it would be so fun to do. I like bought a chain necklace specifically for this. I have like horn patterns that I can make some horns from, so like it's totally possible. It's just one of those things where like I just could do it. And I would love to have pictures of me just looking like a badass Taurus. The next one is another one that someone sent me and was like, why is this you? And I'm very flattered. This is a falconer obsessed with the vibe. Like, again, the look is so, like to wear this to a Ren fair. I know we're not doing Ren fairs right now, but like to wear this to Ren fair would be so cool. And I think it would be so fun to like get cool pictures of me out in a forest or like on a cliff or something and like superimpose a bird because I'm not an actual falconer. So it's just another one of those things where it's like, I feel like I could do this pretty simply and I want to very badly. So it's on the list. Next is an Edward Gorey look. Edward Gorey is my favorite artist, and there's this like bat lady, so ridiculous looking, but she has this like crazy turban that is a bat, and she's an icon, honestly, and I think it would just be so fun to dress up. I think there are so many characters that Edward Gorey has done that I would be so happy to dress up as, and they all have very round faces, which I have been blessed and cursed with such a round face that I think it would be fun to recreate those looks. So again, that's on my list. I'm kind of leaning to like maybe doing that during Halloween. I don't know. On my list, honorable mention. Last honorable mention. Okay, so let me get up for a second. This is Birds of Prey finale Harley. This is the blue coat look from the very end. It's a custom coat from Discount Universe, and everything is sequenced by hand and gorgeous. So I painstakingly, and by painstakingly I mean I, right as the movie came out, just watched that scene over and over and over again, plus using the pictures of the coat from Discount Universe Instagram page, was able to map out the entire coat and all of the pieces. So I made stencils for all of those pieces. That's like a lock, and there's chains here. I pieced together those ones so that I could at least do the front of the coat. And that was back when the pandemic first started, before I got a job. I had a lot more time on my hands to do that, and now that I know that it's going to take me longer than usual, I kind of want to do it correctly. So instead of just sewing them on to like felt pieces to like fill it out, I kind of want to get mesh and actually sequins, embroider these things, and actually applique them on, because then I have this amazing coat, a one-of-a-kind coat, because it's not going to be as good as the one that Discount Universe used, obviously. Now, is this going to be a thing that is totally irrelevant by the time it is done? Probably. But you know what? That's kind of how it goes. I'm excited about it. I have the materials for it. I want to make it. Eventually the next Suicide Squad movie will come out, and probably people will still be interested in cute Harley Quinn looks from previous things. I also have a bunch of Harley in the redo portion, because I added some things after a Halloween sale at Spirit Halloween. I added some items, so now I have a lot more screen accurate of a look for Harley. I would like to do some cool shoots with her, because I only got to shoot in my front yard when I did her the first time. So hopefully I can schedule that out and have that happen. Okay, so that's it. Those are my plans for the year. Again, I have some, I think, lofty goals. These are a lot of projects, but I have the whole year. I'm hoping to get like a good solid cosplay shoot every month, so I have something to post. I'm really trying to build up my following again on Instagram, so if you're interested, please do go over there and hit the follow. If I can get it up to 1,000 by September, I'll be making a calendar, which is something I've always wanted to do. Yeah, so let me know what your plans are. If you have a video, link me in the comments, because I am obsessed with watching these videos. And let me know if you have any thoughts of what my list is, or how I plan things, or what you'd like to see. Just talk to me. I'm so lonely. Please. Alright, I'll see you next time. Bye.